Imagine this. You wake up, check your bank account, and boom, minus $15 trillion since 2000. Not hackers. That's our goods trade deficit. Money that could have gone to your paycheck, fixing the roads you drive on, or your kids' schools gone overseas for cheap clothes and gadgets. Feel that sting in your wallet? That's not just bad coffee. That's reality. We've traded our wealth for instant gratification. And here's the scary part. We're repeating the mistakes of history's greatest empires. Rome drowned its gold in imported luxury and collapsed. Britain handed its factories to rivals and lost the crown. Are we on the same path, or are we gonna wake up? Let's break it down right now. No fluff, just facts. You ready? Let's go. Here's what we're doing today. I'm peeling this problem back layer by layer so you see the root and how we fix it. 3 big leaks. First, our money draining away through deficits. Second, our jobs vanishing overseas. Third, our future getting mortgaged by debt, crumbling infrastructure, and lagging education. By the end, you'll know exactly why this hits your life, your family, your community. And most importantly, I'll show you the hope and the real plan to turn it around, because America is us. People from every background, every corner of the world, building something great together. Let's dive in. The Great Cash Drain. From 2000 to 2025, our cumulative goods trade deficit is roughly $15 trillion. That's straight from census and BEA data. Peak years like 2022 hit nearly $1 trillion lost in a single year. We buy way more than we sell. Your dollars flow to China, Mexico, Vietnam. Think about it. You click buy now on Amazon, and another chunk of American wealth heads overseas. We used to be the nation that made everything, cars, electronics, steel. Back in the 50 seconds and 60 seconds, made in America meant something. Now we've become a nation of borrowers and shoppers. It's like your personal budget, blowing cash on takeout and subscriptions while your savings disappear. But at the national level, it hurts everyone from working families in Ohio to startups in California. China's cheap exports flooded the market, and that's what kicked this into overdrive. More on that next. The job exodus. Everything exploded in 2001 when China joined the WTO. The China Shock studies from Autor, Dorn, Hansen, and the Economic Policy Institute estimate we lost between 2 and 3.7 million manufacturing jobs. The Rust Belt, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, those aren't just dots on a map. They're real towns. Picture this: your uncle, your neighbor, maybe even you working the line, building cars or steel, supporting a family of 4. Then the plant shuts down. Suddenly unemployment, scraping by with gig work. The opioid crisis didn't come out of nowhere, it followed the empty factories. This hit every community. White workers in rural areas, Latino workers on assembly lines, Black neighborhoods in Detroit. We've become more diverse, and that's one of our greatest strengths, with women, immigrants, everyone contributing. But we lost the solid blue-collar jobs that let millions of families from every background live the American dream. This should make you angry. And you know what? You're right to feel that way. Because this isn't abstract, it's your America, where everyone deserves a fair shot. Now, let's talk about how this is stealing our future. The future tax. Look at the debt. In 2025, interest payments on the national debt are pushing $1 trillion a year, more than the entire defense budget. Money that could fix your local hospital or school goes straight to bondholders. It's like maxing out your credit card for a vacation and then skipping home repairs to pay the interest. It's a trap. The debt grows, crowding out everything else. Infrastructure? The American Society of Civil Engineers gave us an overall C grade in 2025, better than before, but still mediocre. Thousands of bridges are structurally deficient. Roads full of potholes, you feel every bump on your commute. Water systems in places like Flint are still an issue, and it disproportionately hits lower income communities, often Black, Latino, and Native American. Education? We're falling behind in STEM. We're not producing enough engineers and technicians from all backgrounds, all genders. China graduates millions. We don't. Your kids or grandkids will compete in a global economy, and our schools aren't keeping up. Feel that worry for the next generation? I do too. But why did we let it get this bad? Let's go deeper. The root cause: financialization. Since the 1,980 seconds, we've shifted from making things to moving money. Wall Street captures the profits while Main Street starves. Income inequality explodes, and it hits marginalized groups hardest: Black Americans, Latinos, women, immigrants, LGBTQ+ folks. It's like a party where the finance crowd takes the whole buffet and everyone else gets crumbs. A service economy is great for baristas and delivery drivers, but it doesn't build a superpower. We're a nation of innovators, Asian American tech founders, African American entrepreneurs, everyone bringing ideas to the table. But this system is choking real growth. That's the full picture. Money leaking out, jobs disappearing, future mortgaged, all because we prioritize finance over production. But hold on, this isn't the end of the story. There is hope. Reindustrialization is already starting. Factories are coming back. Semiconductors, EV batteries, steel. Green tech is our ace. Solar, wind, batteries, creating jobs everywhere. Energy is cheap thanks to shale. Demographics? We're younger and more dynamic than aging China or Europe. We're the most diverse nation on Earth. Ideas and talent flowing from every community, every corner of the world. China's population is shrinking fast. Their factories will slow down. This is our window. The fix is tough, but doable. Policy, smart tariffs, incentives to bring manufacturing home, like the new chip plants in Arizona and Ohio. Skills, massive investment in STEM and vocational training for everyone: women in engineering, rural guys in advanced manufacturing, veterans, young people of every race and background. Green jobs, training programs for solar installation, battery tech, robotics, accessible and often free. Infrastructure, we need trillions per ASCE, but start with bridges, ports, grid upgrades. We are bold, inclusive, unbreakable. We ditch the debt-fueled shopping spree and build real wealth. Rome fell, Britain faded. We won't. You're part of this. Vote for change, learn new skills, buy local when you can, demand better. Ready to rebuild? Hit like, drop your thoughts in the comments, share this video. We'll bring back greatness together.